Well, welcome to the PM Challenges series. Today we're specifically talking about strategies for resolving workplace conflict. Specifically for us, we're talking about projects and within an organization. So on every project, you're always going to have the yes people and the no people. Or one group's going to want to do it one way, one group's going to want to do it the other. So conflict arises. So what is conflict? It's serious disagreements that can lead to disputes. And then sometimes they're normal, sometimes they're healthy, and then sometimes they're unhealthy. So it's important to know the difference. So when would a dispute or conflict be normal? Well, many times when people come together for the first time on projects, or maybe they're starting a new project, there is a cycle that the team goes through. And part of that is to go through some type of conflict. And then once they stabilize, they start performing as a team. So that's normal. Another time that it's healthy is sometimes when you're trying to generate new ideas, a breakthrough idea, people get passionate about their ideas, and sometimes those ideas are different. So it's healthy to let that go for a while and let that play out, because again, you're trying to break through to maybe new ideas or new solutions. But at some point, sometimes it turns unhealthy. And that's when we need to know when and how to stop it. So why do these conflicts occur? So sometimes when people have different approaches or different perspectives, maybe they have a different background and they're coming at things from a different angle, that sometimes causes or generates conflict. Another time is maybe there are unmet expectations between groups of people. Sometimes they're changing priorities. Maybe there are people who are on the project or the leadership of the project, and their priorities change, and that causes conflict for some people. And then because of that, maybe different people have different time frames for finishing things. And then sometimes it can be just straight up ego or selfishness. So again, these are why the conflict arises. So when things go unhealthy, it's important to know when and how to do it. Now, there are other complex strategies or more in-depth strategies or techniques for resolving conflict, but today what I want to do is go back to some of the basics, because when you find yourself in the throes of things, you need just some basic, simple techniques. So some of those strategies are, first of all, you want to diffuse the situation before it gets out of hand. And one simple way to do that is to first stop and acknowledge each of the people on the team or in the situation that are in the conflict. Acknowledge them, acknowledge their position or their approach, and let them know that they've been heard. Number two is define the conflict. What is the conflict actually about? Sometimes people get into the conflict and things get so heated and they get off on a tangent. They throw in everything in the past, and people tend to forget what is the conflict about. So you want to define it and frame it. Number three is to identify the root of the conflict. You want to find out, did this happen before? Did it blow up? Did somebody get burned? Did somebody get fired or penalized? Sometimes people, if they got reprimanded for something or something negative happened, that could cause conflict for people because they don't want that to, repeat or happen again. Number four is find the common goal. If you can find the common goal, that gets everybody thinking about something bigger than themselves, something larger or more important than their own perspective. Then what you want to do is create a common vision. What are we trying to create together? And once they get the common vision, people generally get on board with the vision, but you want to be sure to include all the members on the team or in that situation. Let them know that they're important to this vision, to this goal. Let them see themselves in the picture and let them know that they're important. Also, number six is to define options. What are some options to resolve this conflict? What are some options to put the goals together and meet this vision? Ultimately, you want to create a path together to get there. And those are some of the basics to begin resolving those conflicts. So if you need a tool that can help you resolve conflict in your workplace, then sign up for our software now at projectmanager.com.